Today, we're jumping into something fascinating. It's where, ancient wisdom kind of meets modern curiosity,
Right.
our mission, to really peel back the layers on this extraordinary traditional Ayurvedic formulation. It's called Saraswatarishta.
Mm-hmm.
We want to pull out the key insights, find those surprising details, and, well, understand why this elixir has been so revered. Think of it as your shortcut to a deep piece of health history.
And the source material we're drawing from here is particularly rich. It's a detailed traditional text.
Okay.
It lays out a very precise recipe, alongside this extensive list of benefits. It's really a remarkable window into just how deep that ancient knowledge went.
It shows how meticulous they were, like
Right.
far beyond what maybe we imagine.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. What exactly is Saraswatarishta? It sounds like it's way more than just a simple remedy.
Oh, definitely. The source calls it a carefully crafted asava,
Asava. Okay.
which is basically a traditional fermented herbal preparation. That fermentation, it's really key.
All right, that sounds crucial. So how does it start? What's the base?
It begins with a specific list of herbs. You've got Brahmi, Shatavar, Vidarkand, Badiharin, Kaz, Adrak, and Sanf.
Quite a list already.
Yeah, and in precise amounts too, about 20 tula each, which translates to roughly 230 grams, just under half a pound.
Okay.
These are coarsely pounded, then boiled in a really huge amount of water,
How huge are we talking?
like over 25 liters to start.
Got it.
And it's slowly boiled down, reduced until only about a quarter of that volume is left. So maybe 6.5 liters in the end.
Wow, so that's a serious reduction, concentrating everything down.
Exactly. All that herbal essence gets concentrated into this potent base liquid.
Okay, so you have this concentrated liquid. What happens next? How does it become the final Saraswatarishta?
Right. So once it's reduced and they strain it, they add sweetener, usually honey, about 460 grams.
Okay.
Or the text says old jaggery if honey isn't available. And then quite a bit of sugar, about 1.7 kilograms.
So sweetness is important.
Seems to be, but it gets more complex. Then they add a precise blend of powdered ingredients, about 230 grams of daiki ful, and then a whole group of other herbs, but in smaller equal amounts this time, about 11.5 grams each.
Like what?
Things like Renuka, Nishoth, Choti people, Long, Bach, Kuth, Azgand, Baheda, Giloy, that's also called Gurch Chote Elaichi, Lividang, Dalkini. And this is really interesting.
Yeah.
Swarnapatra, gold leaf.
Gold leaf, really, actual gold.
Yep. The whole mixture then goes into a ceramic jar, sealed up, and it's left to mature for a full month.
A month, just sitting there, fermenting.
Exactly. After that month, it's strained one last time, and then it's ready.
That gold leaf part, it really
Yeah.
jumps out. The source even mentions you could use Suvarn Lavana instead, gold salt.
It does, yeah. It suggests, maybe some flexibility.
Or maybe a specific reason for the gold.
Well, that's a sharp point. The text actually notes that some practitioners make it without any gold.
Oh, interesting.
And it says it still has all its properties, just not the specific ones that come from the gold itself.
So the herbs are the core, but the gold adds something extra.
Precisely. It shows the main power is in the herbs, but also that, Ayurveda recognized that elements like gold could have their own specific benefits. Pragmatic, but also detailed.
And you mentioned precision earlier.
Right. Even the amount of water they start with isn't random. It's guided by a traditional principle, Dravad Vagunya Paribhasha, basically ensuring the perfect concentration. It just shows the deep thought behind it all.
That level of detail is just incredible. And for someone actually using it, what's the dosage like?
It's quite clear on that. About 1 to 2 to parla, so maybe 11.5 to 23 grams.
Okay.
Twice a day, morning and evening. And always after meals, taken with an equal amount of water.
Simple enough to take, but wow, what a process to make it. Okay, now this is where, for me, it gets really fascinating. The benefits, the source, lists this incredible range of effects.
It absolutely does. It's quite impressive. Let's start with the foundational qualities it's said to bring. All right, things like increasing longevity, potency or vigor, fortitude, intellect, or wisdom.
Wow.
Physical strength, that'd be memory, and even like luster or radiance. Come on.
So basically, improving everything.
Well, and crucially, it's described as Oja Vardhak.
Oja Vardhak. What does that mean?
It means it increases ojas, which is often translated as vital essence, the fundamental life force.
Ah, okay. So it's not just physical strength, it's deeper than that.
Exactly. It underlines Ayurveda's focus on nurturing that core vitality. Health isn't just, not being sick, but being truly vibrant.
That's a really different perspective compared to a lot of modern thinking.
It is.
And it specifically mentions cognitive benefits too, right? Like memory.
Yes, definitely. It says it helps restore memory loss, even if it's from something specific, like, say, studying too much.
We could all use some of that sometimes.
Right, and there's this description of it keeping the brain moist.
Moist. That's a unique way to put it.
It is, isn't it? It suggests this really deep, nourishing effect on the brain. Plus, it mentions making the voice sweet.
Making your voice sweet. That's unexpected.
It is a unique detail, and connecting this to the bigger picture, it's classified as a rasayana hrija.
Okay, break that down for us.
Rasayana means rejuvenating, promoting longevity, and hrija means it's beneficial for the heart. So it's seen as a heart tonic.
Strengthening the heart.
Yes, removing heart diseases, strengthening the heart muscle. But what's really insightful is its specific action. It's said to influence the Vatavahini nadis.
The Vatavahini nadis nerve channel.
Exactly, the nerve channels linked to the Vata dosha, the principal governing movement, the nervous system. And at the same time, it's a Pitta shamak.
Pitta shamak. So it calms Pitta.
Right, it pacifies the Pitta dosha, which relates to metabolism, heat, transformation.
So it works on both Vata and Pitta.
Yes, this dual action, balancing these fundamental systems, seems to be key to its really wide-ranging effects on both the mind and body. Kind of makes you think, how many modern treatments aim for that kind of broad, synergistic impact?
That's a really good question. And the universality of the text says it's good for everyone. Children, adults, elderly, men, women.
Yes, it emphasizes that. It's presented as beneficial across the board, across the lifespan, which suggests a really balanced, perhaps adaptogenic kind of effect. And then it gets even more specific. The source dives into targeted application.
Okay, like what?
Well, for women's health, it details its use for symptoms like dizziness, feeling like the body is spinning.
Vertigo-like symptoms.
Kind of, yeah. Also, ghastly feelings, mental unease, drowsiness, insomnia, not wanting to talk, even occasional fainting or unconsciousness.
Wow, that's quite a cluster of symptoms.
It is, and the text links these very precisely to Raja dosha menstrual irregularity.
Ah.
When the cycle isn't regular or maybe absent, leading to aggravated pitta and these sort of overexcited nerve channels, the Vatavahini nadis again.
And Saraswatarishta helps with that.
It says it alleviates these issues quickly, which shows a really specific and quite insightful diagnostic approach in the intro text.
That is incredibly detailed, especially the connection to the menstrual cycle. What else for women?
It mentions young women specifically, too, like if menstruation doesn't start properly at puberty, or if someone is very thin, limbs aren't strong, maybe there's anemia.
Right.
Saraswatarishta is stated to provide quick benefits there as well, and it explicitly mentions strengthening the uterus, the garbhashay, and the ovaries, the bijashay.
So really addressing foundational reproductive health. That's remarkable for an ancient text.
It really is. Then it pivots to children.
Okay, what about kids?
Regular use, often suggested with milk, is reported to sharpen their intelligence, boost memory, make their speech good and clear.
Improve speech.
And even enhance eyesight. It notes it's highly beneficial for all the organs above the neck.
Ah, that makes sense then.
Which explains why it's described as a sort of first choice for certain mental or neurological conditions, like unmanned.
It's just like...
Often translated as insanity or severe mental disturbance, and apasmar, which is generally related to epilepsy or seizure disorders.
So not just a general tonic, but really targeted.
Exactly. Targeted for a range of very specific imbalances, from cognitive function to reproductive health to neurological issues.
So when you pull all this together, what does this really mean for you, the listener? I mean, this deep dive, it shows such a nuanced view of health, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's not just about symptoms. It's about the connections between body systems, mental states, and offering this really complex, fine-tuned remedy. It highlights a whole different philosophy, seeing the body as this integrated whole.
Absolutely. So to kind of wrap up our look at this, Saraswatarishta really stands out, doesn't it? It's this sophisticated, multifaceted, traditional formulation designed with just remarkable precision, the ingredients, the process, everything, and offering these holistic benefits. Mind, body, specific conditions, different ages. It truly showcases the depth of traditional Ayurvedic thinking.
It really does. And this deep dive into just one formulation, Saraswatarishta, it reveals this incredible specificity, this breadth of ancient medical knowledge. Really makes you wonder, what other complex formulations are sitting there in traditional texts, meticulously designed, for all sorts of diverse and specific human conditions? How much more could we learn from these systems that see health through such a holistic lens, connecting mind, body, vital essence?
It's a fascinating question.
Yeah, maybe something to consider. How these ancient insights might still inform our own understanding of health, of vitality even today. Perhaps even spark some new ideas for modern wellness.